First time doing this, let's see how this will go. Wow, okay, I don't think I actually cut off anything. Hey guys, I'm Ben. Today I'm going to show you what happened when I tried to cut my own hair after spending just 60 minutes learning by watching video tutorials here on YouTube. Links to the videos I watched in the description box below. Without further ado, here's my haircutting experience. Alright, typically I get my hair cut every 5 to 6 weeks and it looks something like this, or like this. Now that's what I'm aiming for extremely optimistically, but to be honest, as long as I don't end up shaving off half of my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and declare this an incredible success. There are people out there who spend years if not decades trying to master this craft. What's there between them and me after a couple of YouTube tutorials? A lot, I'm guessing. With that said, let's get on to the main event. Alright, so first of all, we're going to need to get our hands on some hair clippers and some hair cutting shears. It actually took me about 3 weeks to get each of these delivered off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure every single hair clipper and scissor in the universe is currently out of stock. So if I were you and you were planning to get your hair cut soon, I would order these as soon as you can. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna wash my hair. Alright, here we go. You cut the top of your hair separately from the side, and you cut the top of your hair when it's wet and the side of your hair when it's dry. We're gonna tie up the top end of our hair. I've got 2 hair clips, so we're just gonna try to separate this out. Alright, so after some help from my girlfriend and some additional hairpins, I've managed to finally tie up my hair. The next thing is I need to blow dry the sides of my hair so that I can start cutting the sides. Alright, so I'm going to start with a 4 guard, so the 12mm guard on my hair clippers, just to play it safe, and then if it looks too long, then I can try to cut it to a 3 or a 2, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, the moment of truth. Okay, it's gonna happen. Okay! Alright, so based on the 60 minutes of videos I've seen so far, everyone suggests that you go up at a 90-degree angle with your hair clippers and then flick outwards at the end. And don't go too high, so roughly to like the temple area, and then you flick outwards, and then you repeat. And so, first time doing this, let's see how this will go. Wow, okay, I don't think I actually cut off anything. Ooh. Ooh. So far, I mean, I've definitely cut off quite a lot of hair. Not sure if I'm doing it correctly. It feels like I'm missing a lot by the ears. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of this, or I'm just lying to myself. Either way, there's no going back. I think the main problem I'm finding is that I can't really control it so that it's going straight. So the idea is to go like this, right? Up and then away, up and then away. But then it's quite difficult to actually do that. Cool. So obviously, now I need to cut the back of my head, which is going to be, I think, pretty difficult. But let's give it our best shot. When you're cutting the back, it is going to just fall down onto you. Not that surprising of a fact, I guess. So the trick here is that you should go upright 90 degrees again and flick outwards, but then you should go basically up to roughly here, and that's where you go and flick out. As you can see, this part is still quite long, so just going to continue that. So let's just see what the progress is so far. Obviously I haven't cut the top part yet, so that's something to bear in mind. So let's see what it looks like at the minute. So yeah. All right, so we're back. It's the next day. Well, looks like the back of my head is a bit more bald than, than I expected. I think I might have gone a bit overboard when I was shaving the back of my head yesterday, but oh well. So we're just gonna go straight into cutting the top of my head now. I've wet my hair evenly throughout the top of my hair. So the first thing is, with these scissors, you're supposed to be putting your ring finger in this slot and your thumb in the other one and your pinky on the edge so that you can go like this to cut. This part isn't really supposed to move, so it's your thumb that does the cutting motion, like so, sort of. First we're gonna brush down the hair with the comb. As you can see, since it's been 4 months since I last cut my hair is pretty long. I try to cut it straight, but it's quite difficult. Okay, so I think I've cut it to sort of even length-ish. This side's a bit shorter than the right side, but hey, it's all a learning experience. We're going to basically use this as a guide for when we're cutting the rest of the head on the top. All the tutorials I was watching talked about how you're supposed to cut in a straight line and then kind of work in sections. To be honest, it's harder than it looks. Trying to even cut in a straight line while looking in the mirror is pretty difficult already. All that advice has basically been thrown by me into the bin, and I'm just trying to go through my hair and find where it's long, cut it, done. I know for the front, I cut from basically my nose to here, so I basically cut half the length. So I'm just gonna try to do the same for all the other parts of my hair. So if we now go to the middle section, I don't know if you saw that, but basically I used the front length and then I just took part of it with me to the back here, grabbed it here. So that basically I know all of this now is going to be excess hair. Okay, I think this is gonna be it. I'm just gonna put in some product. And yeah, there you have it. So, I went from this to this. I don't know, I think it's not bad. I guess the results are alright, but yeah. So here are some tips based on what I learned during this process. So, we're all done with the haircut. In hindsight, it wasn't nearly as stressful as I initially thought. So, here's tip number 1. Don't stress out too much. If it goes wrong, your hair is always going to go back. I kept putting off cutting my own hair because I was worried that it would go wrong. But with the benefit of hindsight, it actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. Tip number 2. Buy your equipment early. You're going to need hair clippers and cutting shears, and a lot of your usual places are going to be out of stock. For example, it took me about 3 weeks to get my cutting shears and hair clippers delivered off of Amazon. Tip number 3, keep things simple. In the videos I watched, they talked about fading and blending, scissor over comb and clipper over comb, and all of these different techniques. But all I did in the end was just use clippers at a fixed length, a 4-guard or 12mm length, just to be safe, and went all the way around on the sides and the back of my head. And that was it. Tip number 4, unlike me, try to keep your head straight. Because I kept tilting my head downwards, I couldn't really tell when I was following the contour of my head too closely. Because remember, you need to go upwards at a 90-degree angle and flick outwards. Go upwards at a 90-degree angle and flick outwards. Tip number 5, have a good mirror setup. I had my camera set up facing me directly, so for you, that would just be a bathroom mirror or any kind of mirror right in front of your face. I then had a taller mirror, a full body length mirror, set sort of, if my main mirror is here, I had it set sort of to the right and back of me, over here, so that I could constantly see both mirrors in each other. Tip number 6, or tip number 7, the last tip, when you cut the top of your hair, I suggest that you do something simple, like take the length of the hair, and let's say you want to half the length. All I do is just cut everything in every section of the top of your hair by half the length. Because honestly, even just trying to determine if your hands are going left or right or front or back, front or back, see? Front or back is really difficult in itself. So trying to do that on yourself and while looking in the mirror is ridiculously difficult. So I'd say again, keep it simple. That's kind of the main theme in all of this. Just keep it simple. Don't try to do too much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed following me along on this journey, please do like and subscribe, as this is not where my journey ends. Far from it. I plan to learn every single random skill there is to learn out there. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. I'll get out of your hair now. Oh, I'm sorry about these puns. They truly are terrible. Eh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Combed. Wait, where's my comb? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Comb down. Don't get angry. Alright, I think that's enough bad puns for one video. See ya.